Hi guys, I just recorded this video, but it's done something, and it won't open. So the videos that you're going to be seeing in the next few days will just be a bit weird because I've actually filmed an introductory video, but I have not had the time to put my videos up. So this is my YouTube channel. Anyway, this video is to give people encouragement. I have depression and anxiety. I may have some other illness which I'm not gonna tell you about yet because I just want to want to get to the point really. I want to give you encouragement because the NHS, from experience and from a lot of I have friends with mental illnesses. I know a lot of people, and we're not being taken seriously. The mentally ill, as a collective group of people, we're not getting taken seriously. I have been thrown around by the NHS. They've thrown me from service to service. I have been treated with a total disrespect. I have been sort of disregarded. Like, everything I say is just disregarded. I've had people say I'm not suicidal enough for certain things, which I think is absolutely sick, and then they tell you that you're too suicidal for things. I have been I've been almost forced. There is a way that people should treat you, especially when they have a duty of care, and that is to put your emotional well-being first. And if they are not doing that, they are wrong. They are in the wrong. So I want you to do something about it. I want you, if you are being, and you know when you're being abused, never doubt yourself. Just because you have a mental illness, it doesn't mean that someone can take advantage of you. In a moment, you can feel very scared and anxious and sort of emotionally unstable, and people have different reactions. Some people get angry, some people will freak out and feel like they shouldn't say anything and they can't say anything. Even if you can't say anything in that appointment, you can do something about it. The smallest thing you can do about it. Tell somebody about it. Complain about it. You can do that by writing an email. You can write an email to your MP. You can write a letter. You can write emails to mental health charities. Write a blog about it. Post about it on Facebook and get people to share it. Even just putting a status about the way you've been treated. People will respond to that. People do. I spent such a long time believing that nobody gave a damn. And honestly, I have had so much support of people from even unexpected places. I had people messaging me because I got discharged after talking not very much longer than an hour with a woman. This was over 2 sessions, and she said that the therapy that I was after, which she didn't even know anything about, she didn't know anything about me. An hour isn't long enough to grasp somebody's 10-year-old illness. It's not long enough. She wasn't qualified to make a diagnosis, which tells me that she isn't adequate to even talk to me. But how can you? That's like me treating someone with cancer. It literally is, because I know nothing about it. How can I treat somebody with something I know nothing about? How can I even talk to them about it? I don't know anything about it. And so the fact that she disregarded me, gave me a leaflet and told me to leave and go back to my GP. I'd been referred there for a reason. Just because, and the thing is, yeah, people might be okay when they go to their appointments, or they might not. Illness fluctuates. You don't have an illness and just wave through one straight line. You can go to your appointment and you can be having an okay time, and you can be more sort of, if you like, in control of yourself. And when you get home, boom, Like, how how is that? How can she judge me of what she's seeing? She can't. She's literally judging me off my appearance, which isn't acceptable. She's judging me off the way I'm coming across, and an illness isn't how someone perceives you, it's what's actually going on. It's not how you perceive it. Just because someone perceives something a certain way, it doesn't mean that your illness isn't there. So I want you to do anything you can think of, anything. If you join, there's Minder, an excellent mental health charity. Be a member of it. Do a mental health selfie. Get a YouTube channel. Start your own miniature protest. I don't know. Do anything. Write about it. Try and write a book about it. Post articles about it. Talk to people about it. That's great. Like, even if you have no confidence to do any of those things, just talking to people about, correcting people on things, telling your friends, like, look, when you say, like, I'm so OCD, that's not cool. Things like that, that's really helpful. Because people don't always know these things. They don't always... The stigma is on such a huge scale that we are sort of used to it. It's sort of a second nature to a lot of people, and saying things is second nature, whereas if you make people aware, they might challenge themselves and they might start challenging other people. We need to be taken seriously as a collective group of people. We have the same rights as anyone else with an illness, and I hate saying this, but I think a lot of medical staff think that because you have something wrong in their head, that you mustn't know that they're being, awful. So please make a stand, and it's okay to do that, and it's okay that you don't feel great. Like, you're not responsible for that. It's not your fault. And it's not your fault that someone's been horrible to you, really, isn't it? It's abuse, like, and discrimination about an illness is never acceptable, not with any illness. I can only talk for mine, but it's not acceptable at any point. Like, even if it's mental abuse, like if somebody's abusing you verbally or if they are abusing you physically, it's never acceptable, especially in the duty of care. They shouldn't be shrugging you off. They should be taking you seriously. Then they should listen to you. And that's where we need to get to. That is where we need to get to, and we have a lot of work to do. Because there's no funding either. There's no funding to give people training. There's no funding for people who need to be they need to be hospitalised. They need to be in beds. There is no funding. And we're going to get that funding. But it's not going to happen overnight. And it's not going to happen if everyone doesn't take a small step. And if you are feeling awful right now, and you are feeling hopeless, I want you to just take 10 minutes to calm down. I want you to ring a helpline, ring a friend, make yourself a cup of tea, ring your mum, ring your dad, ring anybody. Go out for a walk, and you will be okay. You might not be where you want to be, but you will be okay. And there will be a day where you will think, I'm glad that I've stuck this out. And I do have those days, okay? Like, it's not all awful. It's frustrating. It's awful in the moment. And I understand what you're going through. I honestly do. If honestly, your illness isn't you. You can speak to people. Speak to me. I don't care. Speak to me. I don't mind if you need to get something off your chest. If you want a video on a certain topic, just tell me. I will do that. I will try my best. If I don't know, if I think I'm not adequate to do that, I will just say. But honestly, anything that you do, any small step that you do, it doesn't matter how small it is, as long as you make a stand. Even if you wear, I don't know, fuck the NHS on a t-shirt. Come on, guys, we've got to do something about this. We've got to. I'm going to leave you because I really need this video to be short, and it's not that short. But you can do this, guys. Everybody that is suffering and has suffered, and even we've got to fight for us and the people that will suffer. No more pushing people around. No more telling people what they are and aren't. Like, come on. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you so much for being so strong in going through all of this, because it's so hard. It's so hard, but there were so many decent people out there. I came from a place where I just didn't think that anyone cared, but honestly, so many more people actually give a damn than I thought. There were so many people that if you put something on Facebook, even, people react, and they react in a positive way, and give you encouragement. And even if they don't really know what to say, when people are liking someone's status, when they feel really hopeless, that is just, and giving them support, that meant everything to me. So if you're watching this and you were one of those people, I really appreciate that. And we need more people like you. We need everyone to be like that. Thank you. I will be back. I'll see you later.